Were you aware that possessing a specific number of Tesla stocks might potentially grant you the opportunity to never work again? Everyone wants to be able to make money without working. Continue reading and watching to learn how to accomplish it. Many people, particularly those who are working hard just to make ends meet, would be overjoyed to be able to earn money without having to do anything at all. Even though it seems unachievable, you might be able to achieve that if you make the correct investments. This video will teach you how to buy this many Tesla stocks and never have to work again. Tesla is a leader in the electric vehicle sector and a clean energy corporation. As of October of last year, Tesla's market capitalization has risen to over $1.2 trillion, with a share price increase of over 50%. Even with a few recent hiccups, such as a problematic rollout of its driver assistance software and uncertainty surrounding whether Hertz actually signed an agreement with the electric automaker to buy 100,000 vehicles, CNBC calculations show that a $1,000 investment in November 2020 would only be worth about $2,940 after a year, or a 193% return. Thus, you would have almost tripled your investment if you had bought Tesla stock in the aforementioned year, when it was only little over $400 per share. If you could have gone back a few more years, your return would have been much higher. Since Tesla's share price was about $38 on November 2, 2016, a $1,000 investment would have increased by 30-25% by 2021 to be worth about $31,286. The S&P 500 index would have returned 142.4% during the same time span. Over the course of those 10 years, you would have received a five-figure return on your 2011 investment in Tesla. Tesla now offers the Model S, 3, X, and Y in addition to the Roadster. In addition, it unveiled the Cybertruck and Tesla Semi, though it hasn't said when those cars will go on sale. Given that the price of Tesla's shares has risen from $5.74 to $1,229 over time, a $1,000 investment made in the company in November 2011 would be worth almost $204,000 today. That's a return of more than $20,000. If you had made a comparable investment in the S&P 500, your return would have been 357.4%. It does not, however, imply that the S&P is a worse choice for investors. It's actually the ideal location for most people to invest, according to most experts, including the renowned investor Warren Buffett, because it holds every stock in the index, automatically diversifying it. Some claim that you might be able to retire by 2030, that is, within the next 8 years, if you purchase Tesla shares. Many Tesla bulls aspire to retire wealthy as devoted Tesla shareholders and support the company's vision of a cleaner, more ecologically friendly planet. In order to live comfortably in a Western nation like the United States during retirement, one must have at least $4,100 a month, as the median retirement income in the United States is approximately $47,500, according to annuity.org. Now you might have far less money when you retire if you reside abroad or want to do so. A lot of Americans decide to take advantage of geo-arbitrage and extend their retirement funds by moving to other countries, such as Thailand, Portugal, Costa Rica, Mexico, and Panama. If, on the other hand, you would rather stay in your present nation and would like to retire by 2030 with a comfortable income of at least $4,000. In order to account for inflation, the minimum required amount should be raised to approximately $50,000. To create $50,000 a year in retirement income, you will need at least $1 million based on a conventional 5% withdrawal rate. In the event that you cease working and just spend 5% of your retirement savings, you will have enough money to live for 20 years. The good news is that your money will last for a very long time because Tesla's stock will increase in value over time and the company is still doing well. If investors wish to retire by 2030, buying Tesla stock is likely the best option available right now. Over the past 10 years, Tesla shares have compounded at an amazing 61% CAGR, significantly exceeding the 11% CAGR of the Nasdaq or S&P 500. If Tesla meets its lofty targets of producing 20 million electric vehicles by 2030 and maintains a compound annual growth rate of 60%, its stock price might approach $30,000 by then, with a staggering market capitalization of $30 trillion. In order to become a millionaire by 2030, you must own at least 33 shares of Tesla stock, assuming that it trades for $30,000 a share. According to some, Tesla is currently the retirement account of choice for most people. With news of a 3-for-1 stock split, Tesla shares are set to drop 3 times in price, so if you don't already own some, now might be the greatest time to buy. Some interpret Tesla's action as a means of joining the venerable Dow Jones Industrial Average, which typically consists of cheaper stocks. For instance, in 2014, Apple announced a 7-for-1 stock split, and in 2015, the company joined the Dow. The split does not ensure that it will be a part of the Dow, but the index might favor the most valuable automobile manufacturer in the world and an innovator in electric vehicles. Will investing in Tesla stocks now pique your curiosity in light of what you have seen thus far? Please share your thoughts in the space provided for comments below. According to Forbes Advisor, if you have made the decision to invest in Tesla stocks, this is the best course of action. Create a brokerage account first. It is essential for purchasing and disposing of securities such as mutual funds, exchange-traded funds, ETFs, and stocks. However, a brokerage is more than just a way to travel to the moon on a Tesla. It also includes all the reading and learning materials required to become a profitable investor, in addition to a variety of investment accounts tailored to specific objectives. Any type of investment instrument, including Tesla shares, should be placed inside a registered retirement savings plan, RRSP, when investing for retirement in Canada. The IRS accepts Canadian RSPs, so you won't have to pay taxes on your US-based Tesla stock to Uncle Sam as long as the investment stays in an RSP. This means that you won't have to pay taxes on the money until you take it out. Save for a Tesla you hope to acquire in the future to have more freedom with the investing account. For instance, a taxable brokerage account is most likely what you desire. With these, you can invest for any reason and for any length of time, but you will be required to pay taxes each time you sell an asset for a profit or get dividend income. Since not all brokerages are made equal, you should make sure to evaluate the costs, selection of products, and services provided by at least a few before deciding on one. You can also look through our selection of the top brokers online. The documentation needed to purchase an American stock, such as Tesla, will be handled by your brokerage. Second, determine your investment amount. To make a decision, think about these questions. How come? Your spending limit. What is the current pricing of Tesla? How do you approach investing? What about other financial commitments? If you are already invested, be sure to consider Tesla's place in your portfolio. The typical investor's portfolio should have only a small amount of individual stock purchases, according to Chip Workman, a certified financial planner with the Asset Advisory Group. Generally speaking, no single stock should account for more than 5% of a portfolio. Third, evaluate the capabilities and performance of Tesla. Investigate the company's finances, track record, and prospects before purchasing Tesla shares, or any stock for that matter. Form 10-K and Form 10-Q, a company's annual and quarterly filings, are the best places to start. It is mandatory for publicly traded corporations, such as Tesla, to disclose comprehensive financial health information. You can also ask professionals for their advice. Fourth, select the sort of order you want to place. You can purchase your first shares of Tesla after determining how much you wish to invest. To purchase shares of Tesla, you must first log into your brokerage account and input the dollar amount or the number of shares you wish to purchase, tsla. To purchase shares at the present price, you can use a straightforward market order. Alternatively, you can use a more complex order type, such as a limit or stop order, to buy Tesla shares only when their price drops below a predetermined level. Fifth, remember taxes and currency fees. You will be required to pay a currency conversion fee in order to exchange your Canadian dollars for US dollars when purchasing stock in an American business, such as Tesla, from Canada. You can maintain funds set aside in a US dollar bank account just for buying American equities in order to avoid these fees. In the end, assess your investment. It's wise to keep an eye on the performance of any securities you purchase, including Tesla. The annualized percent return is most likely the best place to start. To confirm that Tesla is still trending upward, you can also review its financial data. You should evaluate Tesla's performance, not just